Hi and welcome, I'm John and this is Unique Wargame Terrain. Guys, welcome back. For everyone that's new, this is a Let's Build video. What are Let's Build videos and what they're all about? Well, Let's Build video, I take a model kit and I'll show you guys how to build it. Now if there's any areas of concern, as in something's numbered wrong on the sprue to its instructions, I'll give you guys a heads up. If you suffer with dyslexia or struggle with instruction in general, it's a visual way to help you. Sometimes you'll buy a model kit and it'll come in a specific box, but the numbers on the sprue or numbers and instructions are different to the actual box if you had bought it separately. Again, this is all just a visual way to help you guys. If you're interested in new models for an army that you have, or interested in getting models to start a new army, again, this is a visual way just to show you how easy and how difficult they are to build. For all my regulars here, guys, I would love, thank you very much. I'll see you in a minute. Right, so what am I building? You would have seen from the thumbnail, it's a Skitarii Marshal. It's an absolutely amazing bit of sculpt here. I'm already looking at it and thinking, damn, it's human, it's going to be very small and for D2. Now this is from issue number, where are we? 84 of the Imperium magazine. Okay, so in the process of me building this, it should be the same if you're buying this box out of this, it should be the same. But if anything's slightly different, number-wise, I'll be showing you what the piece looks like and everything else. So, tools needed as always. Mold lines paper. Now you can use a hobby knife or some sort of surgical blade. If you're using a sharp tool, just be careful because it's sharp. Let anyone else in the house know that you're using a sharp tool so nobody scares you by accident. And make sure cats can't get nowhere near you because they'll jump up on the table and scare you. Clippers, most useful part of our kit. Now I have this amazing stuff. My regulars will know what this is. This is sanding sponge. You can have sanding sponge or sanding block. Now basically sanding sponge is sponge in between with sandpaper either side. Okay, I can already see on some of these bits here this is going to be essential. But sanding block is the same thing, but it's not as flexible as this. Okay, you get out in a hardware shop somewhere near sandpaper or wallpaper somewhere, you know, sometimes it's with either one of those or it's in between them. So what we do now for everyone that's new is we have a look at the sprue and we can ascertain what's what. Now the reason we do that is you could be looking at a sprue and it could be 200 pieces on the sprue, but 50 of those pieces are optional pieces. So instead of looking at it and freaking out and going, oh my goodness me, where do all these parts go, if we look at it now and break it down, it's very simple. Now, luckily for with this guy, he doesn't have any options. It's just bog standard. What you see is what you hear. What you see is what you get. There's his cloak, obviously the back of him. His arm with his little lovely gun in there. We have this piece here, which looks like it could be the front of him because I can see this part of his body there. This is the bottom of his legs and stuff. Looks like it's front of his body. He's I don't know what that rod's called, but let's call it his Marshal rod. This piece here is going to be a very interesting piece to clip off, to clean down. It's where sanding sponge will come in perfectly. But that piece there looks like it goes in there on his backpack. Yeah. So this is head. So now that we've ascertained that, let's see where everything is. What I'm going to do is, oh sorry, one more thing. It's a plastic kit side plastic glue. I do have super glue at hand just in case, but you're not going to need it. So what I'm going to do now is get the first look at the instructions, find the first pieces and let you come back to you when I'm ready for that. Right, so the first pieces we need, number one, which is legs. Yeah, I've seen a mistake on this already. It's telling me number 2, which is his body part, but that's number 3 there. And it's telling me number 3, which is his back, that's number 2. So already there's this mistake straight off the bat. So if you're new to the hobby and everything, you'd be like, what the hell, that's numbered wrong, it's different. So we need this one here, which is his cloak. That's number 2, but the instructions are telling me it's number 3. Body part, which is number 3, but the instructions are going to tell me number 2. And his legs. So I'm going to snip these off, clean these down, and then come back to you and show you how they go together. Right, so the first thing we do, move this piece. There's a little square, little weird square bit in there. There's a little square bit there. I've put some glue on it already. That just slots in there, like so. Okay. The body then slots over the top. Oh yeah, that way around. Slots over the top into that position there. So there's a little round piece there, a weird little V shape in it. That piece, you see on there, slots in the top there. See the V shape, so it makes it like a little diamond shape. That's for the head to slot into. So I'm going to glue those together and then come back for the next piece. Now, so the next piece we need is this piece here, which is number 4. I'm going to snip it, clean it, I'll show you how it goes on. Right, this was a little bit of a pain in the ass to figure out how it went on. Basically, let me show you this. This is the piece, okay? You can see on his leg there, there's a little semicircle. That's where that slots into, okay? It joins on the cloak there like that. I'm not going to push it in because it joins the top here as well. But when you, camera focusing out, when you join it in, you're going to have to run a little bit of plastic glue along the join there to seal it properly. As you see, I did it on this side. Focus in. So as that dries, you're not going to see the join line. But that's basically how it goes in. Okay. So the semicircle, yeah, connects at the top there, and the cloak bits on the side join together. So I'm going to glue that into place, and then come out for the next piece. Right, so for everyone that's new as well, sometimes I jump ahead and do something that's not ready to be done on the model yet, just because it makes it easier in the long run, and this is one of those times. So the next piece I'm going to take is number 8, which is backpack, and number 9, which is this little servo skull with the piping coming off. This is going to be an absolute nightmare to clean down. That's why this comes in handy. So I'm going to snip those 2 pieces off, and the reason I'm doing that is because I'm going to glue them together now. I'll show you how they go together and glue them together. So as they're drying, I can get on with the rest of the model, rather than trying to put the backpack on with this on and it's still wet and it starts falling off and all that silliness. So we call this sub-assembly. So I'm going to sub-assembly this, you know, away from where it should be, so it's ready to go on to the model as one piece. Okay. Now, so I've put a bit of glue in there already. This is very difficult to clean down, so be very careful with this guy. So that flat piece there and that flat piece there, that just slots into there like so. Gives you this backpack with a servo skull hanging off the top. Looks absolutely fantastic. I really like that. That's a lot easier to put on there than I thought it would be. But that's the reason why I went ahead first to do that first. Just so that if it does take time to dry, and if it was a bit, you're trying to put the backpack on and that keeps trying to come off, at least then it's sort of semi-dried. The next piece we need is number 5, which is his rifle arm, his pistol arm. Whatever the name of that pistol is, I don't know. I'm going to snip that clean out. I'll show you how that goes on. Yeah, so I'm not going to lie to you, this piece actually threw me off first of all as well, because I see the funny shape that's in there, and then I see that funny shape there, and I thought, oh, it must slot on something like that. No, you line the top of it up, yeah, with the shoulder to shoulder, and that's how it goes on. So I'm going to glue that into place and then come back for the next piece. Well, so the next piece we're going to go for is number 7, which is his head. It's absolutely fantastic. Now, see that little pointer, this little square at the bottom, you're meant to keep that, because that's why you got the diamond shape in the top there. So that slots into there. So I'm going to clip that off, clean it down, and then I'll show you how it goes on, but it's pretty straightforward. Yeah, so I've put a bit of glue on it. Let's see, it just slots. Put it in there. Yeah, you can see it's not quite right in. All you do is just thread or around it until it slots in. Now you could, if you already wanted to, cut that little square off the bottom of his head. Yeah, and then you can glue the head in a different position if you wanted to. So the last piece we need is his Marshal's rod. I'm going to snip it, clean it. It's going to be a weird connection, but I'll snip it, clean it, show you how it goes on. Right, so the arm, you see that funny little bit there, it just slots up in there. It's sort of like a weird connection point. Yeah, because it's just very weird, but it does. You have to probably fiddle around it a little bit, like I am doing right now. You basically have the. So this bottom line here, yeah, is like the second plate on his shoulder, but that's actually the bit that connects in. Okay. It's absolutely fantastic. I really like the sculpt. It's absolutely amazing. It's going to be an incredible paint job. Now, the backpack. This is probably the easiest part of it, even though I thought this would be the most difficult part. There's a hole. There's a pin that just glues on there. So I'm going to glue that in and then glue him to his base that comes with him. It's a 32mm base. And I'll come back to you then. When I say there we have him, I'll bring you down and show you some pretty pictures in a minute. But what my difficulty level for this model, I'd actually give this guy like maybe a 2.5. He's very straightforward. I think the bit that I thought would be hard would be his backpack, gluing that together. That's very straightforward. The only hardest thing I'd say about that is cleaning the pipe down, which sanding sponge comes in perfect. The arm went in fine. I think the only arm I had a problem was this one here, just because it's a weird connection. But the rest of it is absolutely very easy to sculpt, very easy to build. It's a fantastic detailed sculpt as well, absolutely amazing. So I'd probably give it a 2.5. Everyone that's new, to give you an idea, putting Nurglings together, they're a 1. They're very easy. So this is not as easy as them, but it's still very easy. Maybe even a 2. It's very simple. The only thing I'd be careful is the pipe work. Wow. And also just dry fit the arms and stuff, and dry fit every part before you start gluing it together. So guys, thank you for watching. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please hit the subscribe button, because it costs you absolutely nothing and helps the channel grow in a massive way. Turn your notifications on so you don't miss anything. Everyone smash the thumbs up button so it triggers YouTube to share this video to more people. And this is actually, anyone that's interested in the ad-Mech, their codex goes on pre-order tomorrow, the 25th of November. I think it's a 2-week pre-order, but I'm not sure. So, but I know it goes on pre-order tomorrow. So if you're interested in ad-Mech, you know, they'll be on pre-order. The new 10th edition codex will be on pre-order for tomorrow. Guys, thank you for watching. Hit the buttons for me, and see you next time.